Have you ever heard of a world where you can earn cryptocurrency just by clicking buttons? Welcome to Hamster Kombat, a game that has taken the world by storm with its simplicity and addictive mechanics. It seems like everything is ridiculously simple. Click profit. Crypto secrets make gaming gold. Behind this apparent ease lies real alchemy that can fill your pockets with crypto. Today, I'm going to reveal the secrets that will turn your gaming experience into a real gold mine. These tricks and strategies will make you a Hamster Kombat master and your score the envy of all players. Get ready for a gaming adventure that will have you jumping for joy. Hamster Kombat is not just a game, it is a real trend that is discussed on every corner. People of all ages and interests are hooked on it. Hamster Kombat launched on Telegram on March 26, 2024. It repeats the clicker mechanics of Notcoin, which launched in January and has already been listed. The creators of the project are Eduard Gurinovic, Alexander Zelenschikov, and Alexander Pasechnik, with Telegram being considered the beneficiary. Unlike Notcoin, where players just clicked on a disk, Hamster Kombat offers a storyline where the player becomes the creator of a cryptocurrency exchange, learning the basics of the crypto market. The game's popularity is due to the success of Notcoin, its user-friendly interface, and support from Pavel Durov, one of the creators of the TON technology. By the end of April 2024, the number of users reached 35 million, and by July 31st, it exceeded 155.5 million. HMSTR earnings depend on passive income and other factors. Many believe that you can only earn the HMSTR cryptocurrency by accumulating coins. However, the developers clarified that the amount of cryptocurrency will depend on passive income in the game and other factors. So, how do you achieve that income? First of all, buy cards in Hamster Kombat. They provide a boost to your income, which is credited in the background. It's better to choose the ones that bring in more coins, especially the cards from the special section. But don't rush to buy them, as they will be very expensive at level 10 to 15. Don't ignore the other cards either. Even the cheap ones can become profitable over time. Secondly, make sure to log into Hamster Kombat as often as you can. If you log in once a day, your passive income will accumulate slowly. The game doesn't require a lot of time and energy. You can easily log in, collect your profits, and go about your business. The developers of Hamster Kombat offer 3 cards daily. If you buy all 3, you can get 5 million coins. Finding them is hard. If you buy all 3, you can get 5 million coins. At first glance, finding the cards you need may not be easy, but savvy players look for special Telegram channels about the criteria, and they find them in just a few minutes. Cryptocurrency, and they find them in just a few minutes. It seems like the coins in Hamster Kombat are really cool, but over time, this bonus loses its value. The prices for combo cards are going up, and some players think that collecting combos isn't worth it. However, that's not the case. Even if you spend more than you planned, that 5 million will act like a kind of cashback. So don't ignore the combos. It's better to complete them. First of all, improve your tapping skill and use boosts. For example, full energy, which gives you a full stash of coins 6 times a day. But there are other methods too. In this section, you can watch videos on the Hamster Kombat channel, follow their social media, and so on. All of this is for coins. However, the most important thing is to send it to your friends as often as possible. The referral link to the game. The developers don't limit the sharing of the link or the number of friends you can invite, so feel free to share it on social media. But you shouldn't just send it anywhere, like in group chats or comments on YouTube. You could get blocked. For every user who registers through your link, you'll get between 5,000 to 25,000 coins, which will then earn you income as you level up. So the risk is definitely worth it, especially for now. The developers haven't set any restrictions. Don't forget to enter the code by pressing the button 3 times. Profit per tap. Everyone is definitely curious about how to withdraw funds from the Hamster wallet. Right now, it's not possible since the HMSTR cryptocurrency hasn't hit the exchanges yet. According to some reports, this was supposed to happen in July 2024. But cashing it out won't be easy. Even though there's a Connect Ton wallet button in the airdrop section, it doesn't work yet. When cryptocurrency enters the market, many will want to sell it and get at least some profit. However, there's no need to rush, because Notcoin has been holding steady after its listing and is gradually increasing in value. One of my friends earned about 19,000 rubles just by clicking a few times a day. He plans to hold on to that money for now to boost his income. I mean, it's not bad to earn enough for new iPhone headphones or a good Android smartphone. And if you can wait a little longer, you can save up for something more serious. But still, remember that this isn't everything. It's just a game. Don't be upset if you can't make a lot of money or if it's just enough for a cup of coffee. You just had a good time and found a new topic to chat about with your friends, without spending a single ruble. Move forward and earn. You need to use the obvious and necessary approach. In the Mine section, you can choose cards for investment. An effective strategy is to develop as many different cards as possible from level 1 to higher levels. The upgrades are pretty cheap. Later on, the prices for some of them can become unreasonably high. For example, upgrading Margin Trading X30 to level 17 costs 6 million coins. And the profit only gives you about 1,500 more. It's important to collect profits every 3 hours. After that, the timer stops, and you need to restart it by logging back into the game. In the early stages, you might need some less profitable cards that, when upgraded, will unlock access to more lucrative upgrades. I can recommend the following cards. Margin Trading at different levels. 3. Academy Launch at the early levels. Short Squeeze, Consensus, Explorer Pass, and Trading Bots. Don't be afraid to experiment, as new cards are added to the game regularly. Hamster Kombat has added a new feature that has become a real hit among players. To open this section, you need to press the button a few times. Profit per tap. A window will open with a daily cipher, where a long press corresponds to a dash, and a short press corresponds to a dot. The developers of Hamster Game come up with words for decoding. Every 32 hours, players are actively sharing information about the puzzles online. And for successfully solving it, you can get 1,000,000 coins. This method is still not fully studied and mastered, but its potential is obvious. It's reasonable to assume that the mechanics of this feature will evolve and improve in future updates of the game. The debut price of the Hamster Kombat token is expected to be similar to the initial value of Nacoin, which was 1 cent. However, considering the massive popularity of Hamster Kombat, which far surpasses Nacoin in terms of user numbers, we can expect explosive growth. Token prices right after the launch. Investors and players are likely to actively buy HMSTR tokens for speculative purposes. Just like it happened with other successful gaming tokens. It's possible that, within the first month, the price could peak at $0.075, increasing 7.5 times from the initial price. However, it's important to consider the risks associated with the token. There is a possibility of its price dropping significantly due to the actions of its large user base in Nigeria, Russia, and other developing countries. These users might cash out their earned tokens, which could lead to a sharp decline in their value. Investors should be cautious. 2025 crucial for Hamster Kombat. Investors should be cautious and carefully analyze the market before making any buying decisions. The year 2025 will be crucial for Hamster Kombat, as the project aims to strengthen its position in the cryptocurrency space. The success of the token will depend on a lot of factors. Trends in the field of cryptocurrencies and games, the team's ability to innovate and maintain the community. As the new year approaches, the Hamster Kombat team is actively working on improving their product and expanding its functionality. They understand that only constant development and adaptation to changing market conditions will allow them to maintain their position and attract new ones. Users. Hamster Kombat aims to create a unique product that will be interesting not just to existing users but also to new players. To achieve this, they are actively collaborating with other projects in the cryptocurrency space and games, sharing experiences and knowledge. In addition, the Hamster Kombat team places a strong emphasis on developing their community. They organize various events, contests, and promotions to attract new participants and keep the existing ones engaged. This allows them to stay connected with their audience and get feedback that helps them improve their product. The project team is ready for challenges and confident in their abilities. Looking ahead, it's clear that the future of the Hamster Kombat token is becoming increasingly uncertain. The cryptocurrency and gaming worlds are known for their dynamism, and only the most flexible projects survive. By 2030, Hamster Kombat may face a much tougher competitive landscape. The initial appeal of the tap-to-earn model could fade, especially with the emergence of more complex play-to-earn games. The success of Hamster Kombat will also depend on how the developers evolve and maintain the gaming ecosystem. Success. Hamster Kombat will also depend on how the developers evolve and maintain the gaming ecosystem. Moreover, viral meme coins often struggle to maintain their popularity over time, although some, like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, surprised everyone with their success. Many others have faded into obscurity. Let's take a look at some alternative scenarios for how things could play out. Optimistic scenario. If Hamster Kombat manages to transform into a large-scale gaming platform or adapt to new trends like the metaverse, it could not only maintain its value but also reach new heights. Pessimistic scenario. A lack of innovation and increasing competition could lead to a sustained decline, which would bring the token's value down to its initial offering level. Now I'm going to tell you the success story of Alexander Ivanov, known as Crypto Hamster. Alexander Ivanov started his journey in Hamster Kombat in the spring of this year and quickly gained popularity by sharing his achievements on YouTube and Telegram. From the very first days, he focused on generating passive income and using referral programs. Alexander advises to invest right away in cards that boost passive income, which will help you reach stable earnings faster. Crypto Hamster also recommends actively participating in forums and chats where players share secrets and strategies. This allows you to stay updated on the latest news and updates. And this isn't the only story like this. Get ready for the success story of Maria Smirnova, known as Hamster Queen. Maria Smirnova has reached significant heights in Hamster Kombat thanks to her resource management strategy. She actively uses social media to attract new players, sharing her recommendations on Instagram. In the Russian Federation and on Telegram, Maria advises not to forget about regularly clicking on the hamster at the beginning of the game. To quickly build up your starting capital, she also recommends carefully selecting upgrade cards, taking into account their payback and long-term benefits. Let's take a look at expert opinions on the phenomenon of the game. Yevgeny Kaminsky too, the expert in Hamster Kombat, has every chance of becoming one of the most sought-after crypto clickers thanks to its simple mechanics and earning potential. Players who are actively participating now can expect significant bonuses in the future, especially if the project successfully conducts its token listing. Oleg Lupikov, co-founder of the startup studio T1 Lab, Hamster Kombat. It's interesting not just as entertainment, but also as a way to attract a new audience to the Tone ecosystem. The developers did a great job creating a game with elements of crypto business, which makes it more appealing to users. Konstantin Gorbanov, a leading expert on network threats at Code Security. The main risk. The problem for Hamster Kombat players is that many similar projects never reach the stage of being listed on the exchange. However, if the developers keep their promises, the game could become successful and profitable for active participants. The launch of the Hamster Kombat token represents an exciting intersection of the gaming industry and cryptocurrency, capitalizing on the growing popularity of both. Nevertheless, the long-term success of Hamster Kombat will depend on the project's ability to innovate and adapt in a rapidly changing market. I hope this video has opened your eyes to something new and interesting. Do you want to surprise and delight people? Join our team. We're creating inspiring content. If you have skills in video editing, voicing or writing interesting scripts, we would be happy to have you with us. Message our Telegram bot and let's make the world a brighter place together.